Hello from Wakefield, Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula. We're here visiting family. I'm from the UP. We have mentioned it, I'm sure, on the channel before. We are camping at Eddy Park and Campground in Wakefield. It's on Sunday Lake. It's really cool to be right next to this lake. Our campers, the door's facing the road, but we have so many windows we can see up onto the lake. It's pretty cool. Greg is at the gym, so I figured I'd take a walk. I did my workout today at lunch. I'll just take a little walk and see what's around. Take you along with me. Turn you around so you can see the lake. This is mid-May, so the trees are still blooming up here. Usually the campground is full every time we come up here in the summer. This is our first time staying here, but usually this campground is jam-packed, so we're happy to be able to get a site. We're just down the street from my sister's house. It's nice to be able to go visit. This is the office / host right here. Years ago when I came to visit, we came out and walked the entire lake. I don't know exactly how long it is to get around the entire lake. I'll have to look that up. Up here you have some pavilions, and I don't know if this is considered a beach area. It looks like it would be. I know I wouldn't be swimming right now. Mid-May, that water's gonna be freezing. As a matter of fact, it's supposed to be very cold tomorrow. High in like high 40s during the day tomorrow. Not a big fan of camping in the UP this early in the year, but our nephew's graduating, so we're here to see him graduate, and then following week he'll have his graduation party. So I want to help my sister with that, and then enjoy the party and celebrate our nephew's graduation. No lifeguard on duty, so it definitely is a beach area. I'm just gonna walk down here so maybe we can get a better view of the lake. I believe my brother-in-law and nephew are actually fishing on the lake this evening. It's nice and calm today. Yesterday it was a little windy. I'm gonna just turn really quick here. See if I can get that big chair in there. There it is. It's a cool little picture spot. What do we have over here? Just some swimming information. Bulletin board for information they need to get out. A lot of garbage cans, grills. Nice area for families to hang out. We came to a, I don't know what kind of celebration it was, like 2 years ago. Maybe it was 4th of July. There's some food trucks here. And they did the fireworks over the lake. I don't know if I can see the building that they shot them off from at the angle that I'm at right now. But it was pretty cool. Watch the fireworks over the lake. So there's a pavilion over here. Up in that area, up here, we have some bathhouses. restrooms and bathhouses, because I'm sure the bathhouses will be the campground area. Maybe I'll go check that out. Very peaceful. Playground down here for the kiddos. Newer equipment. And some old school metal slides. Burn those legs. Some benches down by the water. Merry-go-round, swing sets, monkey bars, all the old school stuff still here. I love it. Some volleyball nets down there. Over here we have community fire pit with some benches. Very nice. Try to check out the restrooms. I'm gonna turn the camera off until I get in there, and then if there's nobody in there, I'll turn the camera back on. Bathrooms are locked, not open yet. Maybe they'll be open after Memorial Day. That's next weekend. Across the street from the lake, you have the baseball field. I've come here to watch her nephew play baseball a few times. There's lots of playground equipment here. So if you ever come up to this area with some little kids, definitely be entertained. I'm walking down towards the entrance that we came in, but this road goes all the way around to the other side. So you can come in one way and go out the other. It is a two-way road, but you can, I guess you have entrance and exit on both sides. Some piers down there. Another pavilion over here. This is where I mentioned we came during, I think it might have been the 4th of July celebration. They had the food trucks and also had other food items over here that you could buy. We got some good barbecue from one of the food trucks. Got some people fishing over there. And grills down by the water too. Oh, there's a nice class of 2026. And there's Logan. See if I can get that zoomed in on him. That is my nephew. Hopefully he doesn't mind being on YouTube. He looks just like his mom. And he loves it so much when I tell him that. Let's see what this sign says over here. Just gonna walk through their freshly cut grass. We have of Wakefield recreation destination, established 1884. And then Eddy Park and Sunday Lake Campground. I'll just go a little bit further down and then we'll head back to the campground and walk around there a little bit. You can see what the sights are like. That's pretty. I want to kind of get an idea of how big this lake is. I'm trying to get out to the middle area. Nice walking path with benches. Sit down, look over the water. I believe, I don't know how far I can zoom in, this building directly in front of us has some campers over to the right. I believe that's where they were shooting the fireworks from. And we were sitting somewhere along this path over here on the other side of the lake. Well, not really on the other side, but you can tell from there to this path. Somewhere on this side we were sitting. Here's a view of the lake. It's pretty big. So I'm working my way back to the campground and just wanted to go over a little information. I don't know which sites are which, but if you go to the Eddy Park website, you can find a map that shows you the numbers. Then they also have another sheet that you can pull up that goes over the, based on the site number, what size rig it'll hold, whether it has like the full hookups or what type of hookups it has. I don't know if they're all full hookups or not. We have full hookups. It'll tell you if it's a gravel pad or a concrete pad. So we had originally booked a site and then for our 30-foot travel trailer, and then we bought our new camper on this trip, so we had to scramble and call and see if we could get a bigger site. They're very nice, very accommodating and helpful. There are also some sites, oh, looks like you can buy firewood here too from the host. You might have to do that on a warmer evening when we want to sit outside. But anyway, so there are sites that, there are some seasonal sites. I don't know how many people are here. I don't know what the season is. I would assume summer, not over the winter. It'd be a little chilly. But, and then they have like weekly sites where you would have to actually move. You can't stay longer than 1 week. And then they also have sites that are daily. And I'm not sure how many consecutive days you can stay. But all the details are on their Eddy Park Campground website. You can also book online. So, it's pretty straightforward. Gotta do a little investigating and research, but it wasn't horrible. So I'm just gonna go turn the camera around and show you what some of these sites are. They have interior sites and sites that back right up to the water. I'm sure that's probably everybody's favorite, is backing up to the water. We didn't really have much of a concern. We just needed a place to stay. We won't be here in the park a lot. We work during the day, and then we'll go visit family on nights and weekends. So we weren't going to worry too much about the water sites. Let's turn you around. Alright, so here we go. Site numbers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. These all back up to the water over here. And then on this side, try to go slow so my camera can catch up. you have some pull-through sites. I believe these are pull-through sites. They look like they would be, but there's a little bit of a hill on the end. They definitely would have to double check that on that list. Like site 34. It might be back. Yeah, it's back in. There's a fire pit at the end. So yeah, let's go with back ends on those. So as you can see, each site comes with a picnic table and a fire pit, and it looks like they all have electricity. These look like all fairly new electrical boxes too, so maybe they just redid those. And water. Looks like these all have sewer as well. I do admit having a site that backs up to the water would be nice. So it's fairly long. We would have fit there. Alright, so then we have your interior spots. These ones are back in. That's the bathhouse there in the middle. I have not checked that out yet. So I'll have to do that. More sites on the water. We only have, I think, like 4 concrete paths that they just put in, and we are on one of them. Back up to the bathhouse. Oh, somebody's outside with a fire. That's nice. It's a pretty view. That's for sure. Looking out over this water. These are definitely for smaller rigs right here. And there's our camper up there. Ooh, that campfire smells good. It's not a very big campground, but it's a really nice campground. It's nice to be able to walk the whole thing quickly. Definitely not one where you need a golf cart or an e-bike. Easily walkable. Looks like you can buy firewood up here too. Probably this house up here selling it. And you have a couple of sites that are sideways along the road with nice views of the lake. See how much is firewood? $5 a bundle. Wow, it's a pretty good deal. Definitely a lot more than that in other locations. So here we go. I'm going to turn around now, head back, and see if we can check out what those bathhouses are like. Looks like there's 1, 2, 4, maybe 5 sites along this water here. Not sure if this one 30. Oh no, that's a back end. I was gonna say I don't want to park sideways on that. It's a little crooked. But backing in wouldn't be bad. For again, a small camper. Nothing big there. Alright, so here's the ladies' room. You got your sinks here. And your stalls. Then you have some big showers back here. Lots of room. 2 showers. Looks like they operate on quarters. Not sure how many minutes you get per quarter. But make sure you bring some quarters with you if you want to shower in the bathhouse. Again, if you have full hookups, you don't need to. You can shower in your camper, but everybody does their own thing. Temperature-wise, it's decent in here. Comfortable. Alright. Let's show you the hookups over here on our site. We're a little frustrated when we got here, but we worked it all out. It's also, travel days are stressful anyway, but power, everything's great with power. Water, you definitely need a water pressure regulator when you come to this campground, and they do have a sign at the beginning when you come in. Their water pressure is high, so you don't want to blow out your lines. So we have our water pressure regulator on our water. We actually kind of have two because the threads were really small, and it's the only thing I could get to hook up. And I see it might be a little drip coming out, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay, and then we also had to go buy a new sewer hose because his sewer, the orange and dark color, that's what we have with us. And then, as you could tell, it did not reach our sewer line at the back of this long camper. So we had to go buy another 10-foot hose. Hook it up down here. I think I love this purchase here with this, the Camco, I don't remember what it's called, quick release, or I don't know. I've been using this. We just bought it when we bought the camper, and I've used it at 4 out of the 5 campgrounds we've been to. One, I couldn't do the angle of the sewer hookup. I couldn't do it, but we were able to get it to work here. But my gosh, it's so much easier than all the things you have to screw in and connect to it. That just plops in, put the handle down, tightens it up. Love it. Okay, it's starting to drizzle a little bit, so I'm gonna head in. I'm back. I just wanted to give a quick view. Well, Greg's computer bags are still on the couch. We usually put those away in one of the closets in the bedroom when we get here, but we still haven't done that. But here's the view from the living room window. Not bad at all. Greg sits right here. It's dark in here. I don't have any lights on. I just came in. I didn't turn any lights on. So Greg sits here. So this is his view while he's working. Alright, just wanted to show you what our view is really quick.